If you really want to start a YouTube channel, or you already have, there's one thing most people skip, and it's the reason they never get past 1,000 subscribers, or worse, they burn out, quit, and never talk about it again. It's not about gear, it's not your niche, it's not even the algorithm. It's something way more basic, but way more important. And without it, you can't build a strategy that actually fits you. I'll show you why this is the most relevant question I ask anyone who joins my mentoring program. I see this literally all the time. Someone gets excited about YouTube. They've been watching creators for months, maybe years, and then trying to start. Maybe they buy a camera, maybe they stay up late choosing a name, designing a banner, making that first video, and then nothing. Or maybe they post a few videos, and it's fun at first, but views are low, growth is slow. They start asking, should I change my niche? Is my content good enough? Should I be on TikTok too? And eventually, they stop posting. Not because they were lazy, not because they weren't talented, but because they never knew what they were actually working toward. I've seen this story play out more times than I can count. And honestly, I've been there too. I started creating because I wanted to try something new. But I hadn't sat down to ask myself, why am I really doing this? So when things got hard, when the excitement wore off, I had no anchor, no direction. And without that, even the best strategy in the world doesn't stick. Here is what most people don't want to hear. If you don't know why you're starting a YouTube channel, you won't last. You'll get stuck constantly switching ideas, jumping trends, comparing yourself to everyone else, like I said. And it's not because you don't care. It's because you're building a house with no blueprint. Think about it. How can you make a content plan if you don't know what your goal is? How do you stay motivated to show up every week if you don't even know where you're trying to go? A lot of new creators focus on the what. What camera should I use? What niche should I pick? What editing software is best? And don't get me wrong, those questions matter, but they only matter after you figure out your why. Because your why gives you clarity. Your why gives you direction. Your why let you create a strategy that's fit to you. If your why is to earn money through AdSense, the strategy is a completely other. Then your why is to build a personal brand, or your why is to sell a course with your knowledge. So once you know your why, everything starts to click. I really need you to understand this. There will be weeks where your video gets 14 views, or 3 likes, or 0 comments. And on those weeks, a how-to strategy won't keep you going. Your why will. And that's why I always say, you need the right reason to keep going when your plan gets hard. And when you have that, the right plan, the right content, the right growth, they all start to follow. This is exactly why I asked this question in my mentoring form. What is your why? Not because I'm being deep for no reason, but because your answer shapes everything that comes after. If your goal is to get monetized and hit 1,000 subscribers, awesome, but why? Is it to start a side hustle? To share what you've learned with others? To build freedom, confidence, impact? That answer helps me build a plan that actually fits you, your schedule, your strengths, your story. And when someone comes into mentoring with that clarity, it's like flipping a switch. So here's my challenge for you. Before you record your next video or create your channel, take 5 minutes, no distractions, no strategy videos. Just sit with one question. Why am I doing this? Not what you think you should say, not what sounds good on social media, but your honest, real reason. And if you don't know the full answer yet, that's okay. Most people don't. But starting with that question puts you ahead of 90% of creators already. If you want to share your why, drop it in the comments. I read every single one. Or if you want help building a plan that actually fits you, that's what we do in my mentoring, which is starting soon. You can join the waitlist with the first link in the description. But no pressure. Start with your why. Everything else can come after. Now you can watch my video about how much money I made in my first 30 days after getting monetized.